Vandeham Shri Guru Sri Padakamalam Shri Guru-vaiṣṇavam sacha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Pariyana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam sacha Om Ajnanatirmirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Guru-vaiṣṇava Guru Ganarashīṣa Sambhushitam Chinta Chinta Samastabeda Nipunam Shri Rupa Panthanugam Govinda Bidam Ujjalam Vartanam Bhakti Anvitam Sundaram Ande Vishwaguruncha Divya Bhagavad Premdo Hibij Pradam Devam Divyatanam Suchandravadanam Balarkachelanchitam Sandranandapuram Sadekavarnam Vairagyavidyam Buddham Shri Siddhantanidhim Subhaktilasitam Sarasvatanambaram Vandetam Shubhadam Vadekasharanam Nasisaram Srīdharam Shri Siddhanta Saraswati Vidito Gauriya Guruvanvaye Bhata Bhanuriva Prabhat Gagane Gaura Sankirtane Mayavad Mingilo Daragatan Dhritya Jivaniman Krishna Prema Sudabdiga Hanushkam Pudat Prabhum Tam Bhaje Namo Gaura Kishoraya Bhaktavadhuta Murtaye Gaurangha Padma Bhrangaya Radha Bhavani Sevane Vande Bhakti Vinodam Shri Gaura Shakti Sarupakam Bhakti Shastragya Samrajam Radharasa Sudhanadim Gaura Vrayashita Shri Shaira Vaishnavaira Vanda Vigraham Jagannatha Prabhum Vande Premabdhim Riddha Vaishnavam Mancha Kalpataru Bhascha Kripa Sindhu Bhevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Sarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam Namo Mahavadanaye Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namani Gaura Tuse Namah Jaitam Surtau Pangora Mamamanda Matargati Matsarvasya Padam Bhojao Radha Madana Mohano Divyad Vrindaranya Kalpadrumadha Śrīmad Ratnagara Singhasanastho Shri Gandharva Shri Govinda Devo Prishthalavi Sevyamano Smaram Shrimanara Sarasaram Hivam Sivata Tatasthita Karshan Venu Saner Gopi Gopinath Shriyastana Nandaya Tulsi Devyaya Priyaya Keshavasya Cha Krishna Bhakti Prade Devi Sattvattaya Namo Namah Athnatva Mantra Guruna Bhagavatarthadan Vyasan Jagat Guru Natva Tato Jayam Vire Jaya Sa Parikara Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Gandharva Govinda Sundar Pad Padmanam Jayastu Jaya Sa Parikara Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Gandharvika Giridhari Ju Pad Padmanam Jayastu Sakala Vaishnava Pade Mora Namaskar Ithe Kichu Aparadana Ukamar Hoyachena Hoybena Prabhura Jatavaktajan Vandana Koriyami Savaraṇa-Śrī Śrī Kṛṣṇa Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Śrī Advaita Gadadhara Śrīvāsadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Sāśṭāṅ Dandavat Pranam to all the Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis, devotees, servitors, serving at the lotus feet of Om Vishnupad, Śrīla Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswāmī Mahārāj, Om Vishnupad, Śrila Bhakti Rakshak Srīdhar Goswāmī Mahārāj, and Om Vishnupad Vishwavarenya Śrila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada worldwide. To all our friends, well-wishers, sincere seekers, pranam and welcome to our Saturday morning session of Bhagavad Gītā, Hidden Treasure of the Sweet Absolute, as we're going through. And like our usual program, we're going to have our Kirtan session led by Lavanya Sundari, Radharani Didi, and today Nanda Kishore is going to try and join in. So we're going to begin with that, and then we'll start with our Bhagavad Gītā shlokas.
We'll try. We'll try it. He'll sing where he is, I guess. I don't know. It's raining, how beautiful. This is what it'll be like in India. Maybe. Maybe it'll be raining in India. When you go. Bhaja Śrī Kṛṣṇa Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda.
Bhaja Śrī Kṛṣṇa Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda.
Shri Advaita Gadadhara Śrīvāsadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Shri Advaita Gadadhara Śrīvāsadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sadma.
Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sadma.
Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sadma. दाना दिल जय जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से We'll go to the next page, 76. Śrī Kṛṣṇa Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Karo More Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Karo More Toma bina ke doyalu Jagat majhare Toma bina ke doyalu Jagat majhare Śrī Kṛṣṇa Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Karo More Prabhu Daya Karo More Toma bina ke doyalu Jagat Toma bina ke
Haribo.
And then we'll just do. What are you doing? We'll just do 155. Disappointment. I don't do this. Love worry. Bhajahu re mana Shri Nandanandana Abhaya Charanara Vindare.
Bhajahu re mana Shri Nandanandana Abhaya Charanara Vindare.
Durlabha manava janama satsange.
Durlabha manava janama satsange.
Durlabha manava janama satsange.
Durlabha manava janama satsange.
Tara hoei bhava sindhure.
Tara hoei bhava.
Vajahu re mana Shri Nandanandana Abhaya Charanara Vindare. Sitaya tapa bata varishana edina jamini jagire. Sitaya tapa bata varishana edina jamini jagire. Vifale se vinu kripana durajana. Vifale se vinu kripana durajana. Sapala sukha laga lagire. Putra parijana ithe ki athe parati putra parijana ithe ki athe parati edana jovana putra parijana ithe ki athe parati
Sakhi Jana Govinda Hare Krishna. Wonderful ecstatic kirtan. So as we are beginning, we are picking up on chapter 2, verse 49. I would also like to mention that today is Tirobhav Tithi, disappearance day of Śrīpad Vaishnav Mahārāj. He is very dear to everyone here in California, Soquel Seva Ashram, and him and Sanatani Didi and family, they've been serving here forever, and he gave me and my family, when I came to Srila Gurudev's lotus feet, he gave his valuable association and nourishment, and I'm forever grateful to him. And he was truly completely dedicated to Śrīla Govinda Mahārāj. I saw that and I could feel that. So him and I, we spent hours and hours on Bhagavad Gītā and other topics, but his reading of Bhagavad Gītā is very, very deep and thorough, and he had notes all over his book. And one time he was visiting with us at home, and we kept discussing these topics, and we didn't realize, and he looked at the clock and it was 1 a.m. and he said, I think it's kind of late. And then I also realized. And so then he was on his motorcycle, and I said, Prabhu, you're on your motorcycle, I think you should head out. So like that, that was very sweet times. Jai Śrīpad Vaishnav Mahārāj ki Jai. Śrīpad Vaishnav Mahārāj Tirobhav Tithi ki Jai. So we're picking up chapter 2, verse, we covered verse 48. Is that right, Lavanya Sundar? Verse 48 last time. O Dhananjay, give up the ego that you are the doer and be equipoised in success and failure. Thus stand firm in the plane of yoga and do your prescribed duties. Such a state of balance is indeed known as yoga. So that was 48. So let's do 49, we can do 50 and 51 altogether. So let's chant 49, 50 and 51. Durena haya varam karma buddhiyogad dhananjaya buddho sharanam manaviccha कृपिणा फलहेतव बुद्धियुक्तो जहातिह उभय सुकृत दुष्कृते तस्माद् योगाय युज्यस्व योग कर्मसु कौशलम कर्मयम बुद्धियुक्ता हि फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः जन्म बंध विनिर्मुक्ता padam gacchantanamayam. One more time. Durena haivaram karma buddhiyoga dhananjaya buddho saranam manaviccha kripana phalahetava buddhiyukto jahatiha ubhay sukrada duskrite tasmad yogaya yujjasva yoga karma sukoshalam कर्मयम बुद्धियुक्ता ही फलम त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः जन्म बंध विनिर्मुक्ता पदम गच्छन्त्यनामयम्. Lavanya, would you like to read the translation?
Sure, we'll do 49.
Yeah.
O Dhananjay, fruitive action is far inferior to this yoga of wisdom. Those motivated by the fruits of their actions are misers. Therefore, seek refuge in the selfless wisdom of equanimity.
50. The wise person abstains from both good and bad actions in this world. Engage thus in yoga, as yoga is the art of all works.
Prabhu, would you like to read 51?
Oh, me? The wise are enlightened by giving all the fruits of their actions, and those attaining liberation from the bondage of birth, they reach the pain beyond all suffering.
So here, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna, is highlighting that those who work for the fruits are actually miserly, which is contrary to what we think is the case. We think it's wise to first evaluate the fruits and then work and then engage in the task. But he is saying something which is the exact opposite. He's saying those who work for the fruit, they are actually kripana. They are misers. And those who are not motivated by the fruits, they are the wise people. They are the real knowers. So here he brings out that how our conception of what is right and what is wrong is actually turned upside down by Bhagavad Gītā. And in chapter 2 itself, that how we engage, how we act, how we think that we are acting, factually is all a misconception. So this thread begins by saying that do not be situated in that ego that you are the doer. And I think 48, he says that give up the ego that you are the doer. So it takes some contemplation to actually come to this level of understanding that starting from karmanyeva adhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phal heturubhur and mate sangostva karmani and then kripana phal hetava. Any questions as far as this is concerned about action because he's saying in yoga, be situated in yoga and then act. So, yoga karmasu kaushalam. He has said that. In Buddhi Yoga, as that's the beginning point, for example, for someone who is just simply acting, yoga karmasu kaushalam. So, be in yoga. And Buddhi Yoga is what he has started. So, be situated in that conception of how I'm going to act, and then engage in activities. So, he says the wise person abstains both from good and bad actions. And what is that kind of work which is neither good and bad?
The fruitive activities. The result.
Huh?
The result.
No.
Service, Bhakti.
What kind of action, or what looks like action but is neither good or bad? Something which is
Service.
not exactly Jai. Kalindi Didi ki Jai. Service. So when we engage in service, that is not action-reaction plane. That is
Selfish action. Selfish. We don't want anything. We just offer.
It's not even action, but you can say selfless action. Selfless action would be, depending on degree, it would be charitable work. It's not for me, it's for someone else. So you could say at one level that is selfless. And then selflessness more, it's not for me or my family, it's for the community. Then it's not even for the community, it's for the country. Then it's not even for the country, it's for whole entire humanity. So it keeps, the selflessness keeps growing, but it's relative, it's still relative. But complete selfless one engages in when it's purely service. When it's only and only for the satisfaction of the center. So then it is perfect, then no reaction. Then that is service. So he is indicating that in yoga, be in yoga means be situated in that pure transcendental platform, and from there, from that plane, then action. Then engage. Because then whatever you will do, whatever you will offer will be for the satisfaction of the center, not you as the center to be satisfied. That's the difference. So extended selfishness is my family, not me but my family. So that is extended selfishness. So like that. Oh, Jai, Śrīla Janārdhan Mahārāj ki Jai. Hari Bol, Dandavats Mahārāj. Do you want me to take your Hare Krishna? Jai. Our guardian, Śrīla Janārdhan Mahārāj ki Jai. So we are having this class for his pleasure, so as far as we are concerned, it's selfless. If he's happy, then we are good, otherwise not.
Today is Vaishnav Mahārāj's divine disappearance.
Yeah, I said a few words, but it would be nice if you could do that.
Can I bring this picture and put it there by the Charana?
Do that to him, and put the mic over there for him.
Put it there by the Charana Amrita. Vaishnava Mahārāj's picture, can I bring it?
Yeah, there's one right around the corner.
Yeah, can I do that? Or
Put it over
Bring
there.
it.
Okay.
You,
No, let John Ram continue speaking.
no, yeah, that's okay. You got to see if the feed is back.
want one of these little microphones also?
We know you like it.
It's a, you got this, a Samsung microphone.
Need to put it and bring that down. They turn a bit down and bring it up to the picture.
No, it's disconnected. I pulled it and it's disconnected.
Yes, be careful with this speaker.
This is-
Put it down. Thank you. No problem, no thanks.
See if this works.
It's not green yet.
Lavanya,
Yeah, now it's working.
It doesn't fit?
you know,
Oh. Okay, thank you.
You keep this in the up position? Or?
no, it's perfect.
Just, yeah,
But everything's
ready.
working.
The-
Wait,
You're
just
good.
keep it, yeah, just keep
Keep
it
it
that
next to
much.
you.
Yeah, it's good, it's good.
It's,
Yes,
it's working.
yes.
Yeah, it's working.
Śrīla Bhakti Sharan Vaishnav Mahārāj Ki Jays.
Jai. थोड़ा सा closer.
Today's Purnima. Krishna I think it's Krishna Pushpa Yatra, or
Yeah.
offering of flowers to Lord Krishna. And there's the Purnima there. Vaishnav Mahārāj. He appeared in January. I think his appearance was January 13th. It was a Friday. And he disappeared on that Purnima day, which is today. It might have also been on a Friday 13th. But I never thought Friday the 13th is unlucky. I always thought since Vaishnav Mahārāj appeared on that day, it was a good day. He always talked of himself that he said that he was like a truck driver, but at the same time, if you look at Vaishnav Mahārāj's Bhagavad Gītā, it was very well read. All the pages were very well worn, and sometimes he would come into the temple and he would recite a chapter of the Bhagavad Gītā, the Sanskrit, just by memory. So he was very conversant with Bhagavad Gītā. He had his own style of preaching, which was very nice. Sometimes he'd quote Bhagavad Gītā, and sometimes he'd quote verses from popular music, like Bob Dylan or something. But everybody liked his classes. And I always felt very good in his presence because I felt like he was a person that I could depend on to properly also present Siddhanta. Not everybody is able to properly present Siddhanta. And I was just reading in the 10th chapter of the Madhya Lila Chaitanya Charitamrita when Mahaprabhu in the return from South India. Chapter of the Madhya Lila. And shortly after he returned and he released from his service Krishnadas. Krishnadas went with him to South India, but Krishnadas fell under he was enchanted by the tantras, by the Bhattataris, and they put him under their spell. But Mahaprabhu rescued him by dragging him out by the hair. And then after that, the rest of the chapter, they're touring South India, and Mahaprabhu there's no words of Mahaprabhu reprimanding Krishnadas. Maybe he did, but it's not mentioned in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. And Srila Govinda Mahārāj is to say, I'm like Lord Jagannath. I have eyes, but don't have any hands, legs. So what he meant is, and he explained it, he said, I see everything, but I don't necessarily take any action. He would see if we did something wrong. Govinda Mahārāj was aware of everything that we did wrong. But at the same time, he didn't reprimand us, especially when it happened. He didn't call it to our attention, but maybe some weeks or months later, he'd say something and you knew what he was talking about, and he was calling your attention to some mistake you'd made, and then he's chastising you. So, and Guru Maharaj said that when he went to South India, that he went to Madras temple, and in Madras, now Chennai, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Ṭhākur scolded and reprimanded somebody, he said, that showed too much local interest. In other words, that person apparently was from Madras, but was too attached to his home place and everything, and Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati publicly scolded him, reprimanded him. And then Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Ṭhākur said to Srila Guru Maharaj, now you have to show him mercy and befriend him. And Guru Maharaj said, how can I do that? If you publicly scolded him, you publicly chastised him, and now what can I do? And then Govinda Maharaj said, no, you have to be like Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu, when Krishnadas was rejected by Mahaprabhu, then Nityananda Prabhu told Mahaprabhu, well, we need somebody to go to Bengal and see after Mother Sachi and Advaita Acharya and the devotees there and take care of them. They're waiting to hear that you've been gone for so long to South India because he's traveled all the holy places by foot. Now you've come back and somebody has to tell them. So we need to send one person to Bengal. And he didn't mention Krishnadas by name, but Mahaprabhu knew what he's talking about. Mahaprabhu knows everything. Mahaprabhu said, do as you like. So sometimes people were even rejected by Śrīla Śrīdhar Mahārāj, but Govinda Mahārāj would continue to engage. And anyway, that what I was talking about, that we're reading about that, and then it's mentioned about Swarup Damodar. Swarup Damodar, that he came after Mahaprabhu took sannyas. Swarup Damodar had gone almost like crazy, and he went and took sannyas, but he didn't give up. Apparently, he didn't give up his sikha, didn't give up his sacred thread, and he didn't take a sannyas name, but he'd taken sannyas. Mahaprabhu also apparently didn't take a sannyas name, although they both accepted sannyas from a sannyasi named Bharati. In the case of Mahaprabhu, it was Keshav Bharati, but in the case of Swarup Damodar, it was another sannyasi named Bharati. But Mahaprabhu had the name Śrī Kṛṣṇa Chaitanya, and Chaitanya is actually, they say, a brahmachari name. And Nityananda Prabhu, we also didn't take a sannyas name. But then Nityananda arrived and took shelter of not Nityananda, Swarup Damodar Swarup Damodar had taken sannyas, but he didn't have a sannyas name. And then he came to be with Mahaprabhu and in Jagannath Puri, and he offers him one very beautiful verse where he keeps on talking Elundita Daya, over and over again saying the word Daya. Let there be an awakening of your mercy, he talks to Mahaprabhu. And then he talks about Swarup Damodar, that anybody who wanted to say something in front of Mahaprabhu had to first present whatever they wanted to Swarup Damodar. And Swarup Damodar couldn't tolerate if there was any Siddhanta Viruddha or something, any deviations in Siddhanta, and also Rasabhas. Rasabhas, mixture of incompatible rasas. So most people, they don't know about that either, because, you know, as far as Rasabhas is concerned, like in many temples, and I don't want to criticize anyone, but they have Gaur Nitai and Radha Krishna on the same altar. That's actually not proper, because Nityananda is Balaram, and Balaram is the elder brother of Krishna, but Krishna's with Radharani. You know, in Latin America, they would send an older brother to make sure nothing happened between the man and a woman that were going on a date or something. They would have the elder brother, present there. Usually, I guess the girl's elder brother, but as a chaperone. So, but I mean, that's actually Rasabhas. If you have Radha and Krishna on the altar and Gaur Nitai on the altar, if you'll see, they usually have them on separate. If they're going to have Gaur Nitai, like in the Krishna Balaram temple, they have Gaur Nitai on one altar, then they have Krishna Balaram on another altar. And Prabhupada said it's to show the world that Krishna and Balaram have now come as Gaur Nityananda. And then on another altar they have Radha Shyam Sundar. But I'm saying that's Rasabhas. We don't make much of it, but with Swarup Damodar, he could not tolerate if somebody wrote some literature, presented a play, or not the bar, I guess. What is it? Not the, some dance drama. Then, if it had anything against Siddhanta, or it had anything against mixing of incompatible mellows, Swarup Damodar. There are examples given in Chaitanya Charitamrita where he would heavily chastise the person and say, you're a fool and you can't present it to Mahaprabhu. So when I say about Vaishnav Mahārāj that he was the one person that I felt, I strongly, I had confidence in him that he would not present anything that was against the Siddhanta or any mixture of incompatible rasa. Now, obviously, I'm not going to try and say that I know all these things or not, like Swarup Damodar or anything like that. But I didn't have that confidence in everybody. I don't have that confidence. Other people can give lectures, but I didn't necessarily know if everything that they said was perfect. Sometimes I'd hear things that weren't exactly always right, but I wouldn't, not say anything. But I could ask Vaishnav Mahārāj to speak, and I knew that he would always present the proper Siddhanta, and that was very important to me. I didn't have that confidence in everybody. So, and yet he said he was a truck driver and kind of a, what's the word, what would you say?
Around?
So, how are you? Good?
Doing great.
So, anyone was like that. Here's a person that I felt very, very good person, and at the same time, you certainly wouldn't want to have Vaishnav Mahārāj as an enemy. No, you wouldn't want that.
And he was the best friend. When he was a friend, he was a real one.
And I thought, no garland for anyone.
Yes.
So, and I talked to Yudamanyu Vikram also. Said, also a joke like that. He said, nobody would ever want to have Vaishnav Mahārāj as an enemy. And you also, in that respect, you knew, if you had to go into battle or defend a Mahat or defend Govinda Mahārāj, that Vaishnav Mahārāj would be a very good person to have. Because he was fearless. And he cultivated many, like I noticed that Śrīdhar had much attachment for Vaishnava. Anyway, today is divine disappearance day. And even when he was very ill, when he was dying, he was dying and he was very ill, and still he would ride. What?
Even when he was very sick, he was preaching all around the world. Italy, London, Brazil, Thailand, even Mexico. He went everywhere.
And everybody used to stay at his house. Like Siddhanta Mahārāj stayed there, and so many people stayed at his house. And then I said that Vaishnav Mahārāj would give you the shirt off his back, and then I think it was Rajani, she said, no, he would give you the shirt off my mother's back. Because she was the one who had to take care of everybody. But Vaishnav Mahārāj. So, and when they were staying at 17th and Empire, they had that house, and Bimala was staying there. And Bhima, I wanted to give Vaishnav Mahārāj some money, because Bimala was staying there rent free, and they were providing for her, but he would not accept anything. And he always gave big donations to the temple, even when he had no money. And he would secretly do that. So, to me, a very special person, and say a source of inspiration. A source of inspiration for everyone. At least that's my feeling.
Jai.
So anyway, I just wanted to come in today. I wanted to say something.
Mercy.
Give this microphone back to your father.
He has a large.
Oh, yeah?
He has.
That's feedback.
That's from this one, the local mic. Jai Mahārāj. Jai Śrīla Bhakti Pāvan Janārdhan Mahārāj ki Jai.
So like I said, today Purnima says Pushpabhishek of
Krishna.
Krishna.
Purnima.
And I think Cherry Mehta is driving here from
Jai.
Utah and bringing a group of people. He should be here soon.
This is Posh Purnima, right? Posh month, Posh Purnima? Not Magh. Magh is done.
There's
Marg Shirsha, then Posh. Then this is Magh Purnima then.
This must be, I would think it's January 3rd today. And, you know, Magh Saṅkhya-yoga is not, it's not a lunar day. It's when, it's a sun sign. It's when this sun enters into Capricorn. It doesn't change. So Mahaprabhu left, he leaves Navadip on around January 13th. And then he's wandering for some he leaves his house on January 13th and he goes to Katwa.
Mm-hmm.
And in Katwa he takes sannyas from Keshavarati. So that's more or less on the 15th of January.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so the Magh Saṅkhya-yoga is
That's Makar, so Makar Sankranti. It is Posh. That's all I wanted to know. I wanted to know the month, not the tithi. So Makar is Rashi, huh?
yeah, but I don't know those months. I just know the months by like, if you would call them, you know, when, let's see, when I was born, that was that year also. Gaur Purnima was like on the 26th of February, it was very early. And then I was born one day before the day when Vishnu Priya was born and Raghunath, and what is it called? Vijay? You know, what is it? It's the Panchami.
Basant Panchami.
Vasant Panchami. So Vasant Panchami, what month is Vasant Panchami? Do you know?
Basant, so that's Basant Ritu. Magh. I think that's Pāvan. No?
February.
But this year, what is it? Vijay Panchami, right?
Basant Panchami.
Huh?
Basant Panchami.
It's Pāvan.
That's what I think. Basant Panchami is Pāgun.
Yeah, but what did, Jayanta, what did you say the name of that is?
That's what they say. Vashanta Panchami.
Vasant Panchami.
That's
Memory of
what
that. Vasant Panchami this year is on January 23rd. Is Vasant Panchami.
Everything's early this year, right, Maharaj? Everything's earlier.
So Vasant Panchami is on January 23rd. So I asked, what month is Vasant Panchami in? It's the next month.
Every year is different.
Well, it's in Pāvan. It's in Pāvan, Maharaj.
Yeah, every year is different. But one thing that's not different is if you go by the month of Magh, the Magh month is always January because that's not a lunar month. And
Yeah,
Magh,
we just came out of December, so still we're not in Magh yet.
maybe because
Magh starts tomorrow.
starts tomorrow? Okay, because today is the 3rd of January. And Magh Saṅkranti is the full moon of, when is it? No, Magh Saṅkranti is not the full moon, but what is the word Saṅkranti refer to?
Sankranti refers to when the sun goes from southern to the west to the northern hemisphere.
That is when the sun enters into another Sagittarius, into Capricorn,
No,
into Pisces.
Sankranti is once every Magh, every month has a Sankranti.
I think Jayanta is correct. I think Magh Saṅkranti
Yes,
is when the sun
zodiacal
goes
sign.
into Capricorn. When the sun goes into Capricorn.
Capricorn, then next into Pisces, into
Yes.
Aries.
That's Rashi.
So it has
All
to
the 12 signs of the
it has to do with the
That's Rashi.
I may be wrong, but I believe that's correct. That Saṅkranti refers to when the sun goes into Capricorn.
Yeah, like you say, it's every month.
Yeah.
It's every
So-
usually for 14 of the month.
okay. So
14 of the month.
it doesn't. I'm telling you. So vis-a-vis the sun, the earth has a tilt rotation. So that tilt rotation, when it goes from the sun goes from the south to the north, and that happens once every month. That is
That
Sankranti.
is in February.
Yeah.
That is next month. When
Yeah.
Bhishma leaves his
Yeah.
body, that is next month.
Yeah, that is-
happens once a year.
Oh, really? I thought that was in December.
That happened every 6 months.
But I thought that was in December. I thought when they have the...
That is when
Okay.
Bhishma left his body, which is next month, in February. They happen every 6 months. Goes to north and goes to south.
I thought when they have the day of the winter solstice, which I thought that's when the sun goes into the northern hemisphere.
Okay.
No?
No. This is wrong. Every month there is Sankranti. Every Magh there is Sankranti. So
He's talking about something different.
so anyway.
When the sun goes into the northern solstice, happen every 6 months.
Yeah, well, that's different. I'm talking. When he was said
You were talking about that.
Sankranti.
You're saying every month is, okay, what you're saying is correct.
That is not Sankranti.
Every month is Saṅkranti, but when is that Saṅkranti?
That's what I was telling you. When the sun moves from, because of the tilt rotation of the earth, it happens once every month. And whenever that happens, just like Tithi, let me ask you, what is Tithi? Can you tell me?
It is just
It's a lunar day.
calculation.
Of what?
A lunar
The
day.
lunar that goes up and down. The lunar day.
No. See,
Titi means the day.
no, Tithi, I'll tell you. Tithi is 12 degrees of angular distance between the sun and the moon.
Yeah, but we're not talking about that.
But I always, but the TT is a lunar day.
No, it's not lunar, it's both lunar and solar. It's a combination thereof. This is all Surya Siddhanta, but anyway, we can discuss that
We're
whenever.
not experts in Surya Siddhanta.
Neither am I, but I know this is from Panchang.
Okay. What's the name of that site? That's something.
Panchang online or something.
Yeah, they have.
Drik Panchang.
Yeah, Drake Panchang. Something like that.
All right, so I leave you back to your.
All right.
You were talking about Bhagavad Gītā before.
Yeah, just very basic.
Which chapter are you on?
Chapter 2.
2.
Constitution of the soul.
Did you read chapter 1 also?
Yeah, we started from the beginning.
Okay, so then now you're at the point where Arjuna lets his Gandiva bow drop and
Yeah, all that has happened right now. He's
he's confused.
saying, well, rise up to the plane of, pure existence and then act in yoga. So be equipoised.
Yeah, and then but what is when he says all that, I will not fight, then what does Krishna tell him? It reprimands it.
Yeah, he says, Ashochan anvashochastam pragyavadamascha bhashase gata suma gata sumascha nanusochanti pandita. The real wise.
You're speaking wise words, but you're not really wise because you're mourning for what is not worthy of your mourning. You're like a wise man never laments neither for the
Living or the dead. Yeah, that's a shocker for everyone. Yeah.
So anyway, that's the way we see, like disappearance days, like Vaishnav Mahārāj's disappearance day. We're not lamenting on that day.
No, Jai.
It's in a better plane.
It's the day we remember him. Okay.
Jai. Śrī Vandana Mahārāj ki Jai. Hare Krishna. Hare Ho. So here in the verses 49, 50 and 51 that we covered, he is Lord Krishna is asking Sri Arjuna to be situated in yoga, in pure consciousness, and from that platform act in this world. And as you act, then act at whatever action that you perform, that will be perfect. So the perfection of action is what is given here. Now, a similar thread where he's asking about transcendence and asking about the symptoms of the person or personalities who are situated thus, how they behave, what they say, and that he's discussing here, and also that comes up in chapter 14 also from a slightly different angle of vision, which is Gunatraya Vibhāga Yoga. The three divisions of the modes of nature. But here this is a little more basic, where he's saying that those people, their buddhi becomes sthita pragya, or buddhi means pragya, and that becomes sthita pragya. So that's how they are. Their entire intelligence is concentrated and like that. So one of the symptoms that he gives, and then he'll discuss here. So one thing that I was reading and that came to me was vis-a-vis these verses. If one does this yoga and goes into buddhi yoga, it has several levels, and then one has to go step by step by step. For example, when we say transcendence is mentioned here, Brahma Bhuta, in chapter 14, he says it again. Mam chayo vyabhicārena bhakti yogena sevate sah gunāna samitite tāna brahma bhūyāya kalpate. That is one of the verses. Sah gunāna samitite tāna. So these gunas, sato, rajas, tama, they are transcended by that person who engages in my avyabhicārani bhakti. Avyabhicārani bhakti is non-deviating devotion. That kind of devotion which does not deviate. Avyabhicārani bhakti. If someone with that devotion offers themselves and their actions, then sahagunāna samititya tāna. Then they cross over the three modes and Brahma Bhuyaya Kalpate. Then they come to that plane of pure existence, pure consciousness. Consciousness is completely purified in its original state, and then one can be situated on the Brahman platform. So, and then, but then I was thinking, well, what is the hope for? Is there any hope for someone who is completely on the physical platform, who is completely like a mortal? You know, when we say we are mortals, so who is a complete mortal, and they you know, these kind of levels, they are not, they can't even fathom, they have no conception of that. How, what do they do, or what can they do? Is there any hope for them? So then there is this verse in Bhagavatam that is given, Marteo yada tyakta samasta karma niveditātmā vichikirshito me tadamratattam pratipaddamano Māhātmya-bhūyāya ca kalpate vai. It's a very beautiful verse which says, Marteo yada tyakta samasta karma. Martyo means mortal. Mortal who has no conception of any of these yoga levels and who is simply, you know, maybe a householder, or maybe has so many vices and they're struggling with, you know, so many things, and they have no conception of their eternality or what pure consciousness is or any of this, and what religion means, nothing. They're just simply living their lives as they've been introduced since birth. That's martya. That's what mortal means, martyo. Martyo yada. So Krishna says, yada, tyakta samast karma. If by some association, or if by some agyat sukriti, some unknown spiritual merit, they come in contact with such an environment where they come to understand that all activities, all activities that are considered karma, reactionary. The entire reactionary plane, they come to understand somehow that it's a waste of time. Action, reaction, action, reaction. This is leading to more and more bondage. Tyakta samasta karma. And they give it up. How? With this condition, nivedit atma. Have you heard of Atma Nivedan? You know what Atma Nivedan is? So this person or this mortal, within their conception of what Atma Nivedan is, because someone who is not at the platform of pure consciousness, they won't understand any of this. Whatever they understand within their conception of life and action, what that sweet surrender is, they will do that. Nivedit atma. And vichikirshito me. And they will somehow try to engage in my service, or try to please me somehow, and look for different ways that they can engage, so that the karma gets replaced by vichikirshito me. He says tadamratatvam. Amrit means eternality, which is the plane of pure consciousness. Tadamratattam pratipaddamano. They come to that plane within the first step. And Māhātmya-bhūyāya ca kalpate. There in the first verse, you remember I mentioned Brahma Bhūyāya kalpate. Here he says Atma Bhūyāya kalpate. And he says, I consider them as my own, which is entering into his close family and associates. Mayatma bhuyaya cha kalpateva. So that is the prospect of someone who is completely not conversant with any of these higher platforms. Yes, Prabhu? You had something you were going to ask? So that's the beauty of surrender. And that is how far that we can go. So simply not just being elevated to an intermediate stage, but a personal relationship with the Supreme Person, Supreme Personality of Godhead Himself becomes very possible. By His own admission, by His own words, we can understand that. How beautiful is that? It's like an invitation that has been extended from there. Huh? By sound it has come to us. Guru Maharaj says that invitation is extended as sound, as the Harinam, as the Maha Mantra, the mantras of all mantras. You chant. You chant and try to catch that spirit with surrender. If with that spirit of surrender, you can catch that, then all perfection, not just Brahman or that platform of pure consciousness, but the company of the Lord Himself, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna Himself. So that you can have by being at the lowest position, Martya Lok. This is called Martya Lok. This entire lok is Martya Lok. So Martya yada tyakta samasta karma. They simply have to understand that all these other engagements are worth nothing. They simply bring back reaction. Tyakta samasta karma, then they give up samasta karma. Samasta karma, wholesale, all of it. They don't want to do anything which is reactionary. And nivedit atma, and they surrender out of an inner necessity for that highest thing. They have some inner necessity and they will surrender. And they may be outside at the dirtiest of the dirty conceptions, the lowest conception. They can be elevated, not just a Brahman platform, but personal association. Mayatma bhuyaya cha kalpate. Not Brahma bhuyaya kalpate. That is the essence of surrender. So one surrenders at the time of initiation. One surrenders to the spiritual master, and then with that surrender, then they come into the culture of surrendered devotees. And with that they cultivate the sound. They cultivate that sound, giving up their selfish self-interest. One who will be tyakta samasta karma, who will not act at all in the reactionary plane, they will not want to be in the center. So their false ego would have adjusted to the point where they don't want to be in the center. Only then one can be nivedit atma, and then one can chant Harinam. The actual spirit, the spiritual sound, then they'll be able to catch in the words of Param Guru Maharaj. They will catch. Otherwise, if this condition is not met, then whatever is the chanting will be dead sound. Only the outside. No spiritual substance. So, nivedit-atma vichikirshito-may. Tadamratattam pratipaddamano mayatma bhuyaya cha kalpateva. That is the prospect for someone who may be at any position, but they can go to the highest perfection given that. So that is the prospect. Hare Krishna. So we'll stop here for.
Okay, we're going to do an initiation.
So there is an initiation, but we will pause here at 51 and then we'll take up 52 and onwards from the next time. So Jai Om Vishnupad, Śrīla Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswāmī Mahārāj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad, Śrīla Bhakti Rakshak Srīdhar Dev Goswāmī Mahārāj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad, Vishwarena Śrīla A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Acharya Vrinda Ki Jai. Jai Śrīla Bhakti Pāvan Janārdhan Mahārāj Ki Jai. Jai all Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai, Seva Vrinda Ki Jai. Śrīpad Vaishnav Mahārāj Tirobhav Tithi Ki Jai. All the assembled devotees Ki Jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. Śrīla Ṭhākur Ki Jai. Nittai Gaur Premanande. Hari Hari.
And you know, we also printed up 35 Bhagavad Gītas,
Jai.
the big ones. So any persons who want to follow at home, want to have their own Gita. Okay.